Hey, what's up, guys? It is Carter, and today I would like to let you know my top 10 favorite Star Wars movies. So starting off, we have Rogue One. Rogue One wasn't the best Star Wars movie, but it wasn't the worst. I definitely watched it over some other movie, but I did like the story of Andor, or whatever his name is, and Jin, but I think it came to a closing too fast. Same with Chirrut Imwe. But I liked the scenes with Darth Vader. I thought that those were very, very cool with the rage and all that stuff, but I think that it pictured him better in the SC-38 reimagined. But overall, this movie wasn't great, but it wasn't bad at all. Going on to the next one. My next favorite Star Wars movie would be The Phantom Menace, Episode 1. I really liked the character of Qui-Gon Jinn. This was a great intro for the character of Anakin Skywalker and the brash Padawan of Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the beginning of the Skywalker saga, or the prequel trilogy. I didn't really like the character of Jar Jar, though. He's okay, but he's kind of just there, and that's it. But I hope they put Darth Maul in another Star Wars film other than The Phantom Menace, being elsewhere than Rebels or Solo. But this was a nice film. It was okay, but I don't know. The duel was pretty cool. The Duel of the Fates. John Williams did a great job on the music, and yeah, that's all I have to say for this film. Going on to Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. This was a great film. One of my favorite Mandalorians was in it, being Jango Fett. There's Padme and Anakin's relationship. It grew. Obi-Wan being the very careful teacher, and Yoda, who we first saw in a lightsaber duel. There's also Dooku. He was one of my favorite all-time villains of the Skywalker saga. But it was pretty good. I didn't really like the droid factory, but I guess it kind of had to happen to make them go into the Geonosian arena. Another thing I didn't really like was going to Naboo, but I really liked going to Tatooine because that had a very emotional scene for Anakin. The duel was the beginning of the duel with Obi-Wan and Anakin and Dooku. It was kind of like, let's just get this mess out of here with Dooku. But then it turned into really something when Yoda got in there. But that's all I have to say for Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And yeah, that wins my 7th place. 6 or 7, I don't know yet, being The Force Awakens. This was the first ever Star Wars film I've ever seen in theaters, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. I have Kylo's lightsaber right here. It's pretty cool. I didn't like that a stormtrooper really wielded the Skywalker saber, but I don't know. I think that Rey was a little bit too overpowered, and I know you guys are going to be thinking, a little bit, but she was kind of like the same as Anakin when she at the beginning of the film. I really like the characters of Snoke, Kylo Ren, Rey, and Poe Dameron, but I did not like that they killed off Han Solo or Harrison Ford. And I just want to say one more time, R.I.P. Peter Mayhew and Carrie Fisher. But let's get on with it. So my next place is Solo: A Star Wars Story, and it is pretty darn cool. And by the way, if you saw the Star Wars theory, up above, please go support him and his Vader fan film episode 2. There, because we really want to see it, and it's a pretty good arc for Han to be in Corellia with his girlfriend Kira, and this was a great cameo for Darth Maul with Crimson Dawn. I thought that it was still the Shadow Collective, but whatever you want to do, Disney. But I didn't find Beckett that interesting to me. It was kind of there. It wasn't my favorite, but it definitely wasn't my least favorite. On to the next one. Now we're getting into the first of the original trilogy. This was A New Hope. This is a pretty darn good film for 1977. And my mom says that people were amazed by the graphics. She never saw it in theaters, but I can only speculate that I saw it myself. I have the movie. It is a great one. I saw the SC-38 reimagined, and I like the duel way more than that, but they didn't really have like a stunt guy, and they didn't do all that stuff because they were just touching the art of a sword by this time. On to the next one. This being Return of the Jedi. I absolutely love and adore how Luke turns his father back to the light side in this. And P.S. Did you know that Luke actually used a dark side move, the Force Choke, on a Gamorrean guard at the beginning of the film? Also, this is kind of a lie. Luke's lightsaber being blue. That's all I really have to say for this film. It's an amazing one. I highly recommend that you guys go and check it out. And on to my next one. And by the way, this is all in order, so no need to worry. This is Empire Strikes Back. When you guys hear my favorite Star Wars film, you are going to literally crap your pants, because I know a ton of people, more than half of the Star Wars fandom hates this movie, but not this one I'm talking about. The Empire Strikes Back is one of my favorites. I love the arc. Lawrence Kasdan did a great job on directing this movie, same with George Lucas. It's just a great and comforting movie for your family to watch. Also, highly recommend this movie. And let's get on to the next one. This one is Episode 3. This has a ton of lightsaber duels. It keeps you very entertained, and I like the way how Anakin turns to the dark side and becomes Darth Vader with that hate infused in his veins. That's maybe a little bit over dramatic, but I'm trying to give you guys the feel. That's all I really have to say for this film. I'm trying to keep this video short, but it's probably going to end up being over 10 minutes. And my all-time favorite, you guys are going to be disappointed, but this is my favorite of all time. This being The Last Jedi. You guys may not like it, but I think that this is a great film. I mean, Canto Bight was a little bit boring, but I felt it very, very... It's a nice touch to Star Wars. You guys may not feel that, but did you know that Kylo's blade is a little bit thinner in this film than it was in the last film? But I love Canto Bight. I love the emotional story arc, and that's about it. See you guys in the next film. hope you guys have an absolutely amazing day. May the force be with you, and see you.